Hello, my name is Tessa, and welcome back to the Silence. So today we are going to be talking about undersea slash oceans, as you can see from the title. Now, oceans make up like 75% of our Earth. So, like, fun fact, if like a meteor lands on Earth, it has like a 75% chance of like there's a 3/4 chance of it landing in the ocean, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. Only about 1% of it is drinkable water. We have the not California. We have the Gulf of California, which I don't even know if it's still a thing. Social studies confusion. And the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico. As the Mexicans would say it, the Gulf of Mexico. I don't really know how to say Spanish, but and then you have the Indian Ocean, the Red Sea, the Dead Sea, is it called? Yeah, the Dead Sea. And yes, I know people will say I should not be rubbing my eye, but yeah, like I'm directly rubbing it. You have there's lots of oceans, the Arctic Ocean, we have the Great Lakes, but like basically under the sea is what I'll be talking about today. So yeah, the oceans, they're very interesting. They have the different levels, like in further videos I'll explain like the levels. You have the sunlight zone, twilight zone, and the midnight zone, which is part of where I got inspiration for my channel. So, as you can tell, I wrote down stuff from articles, but there's just some stuff I got from some articles, linked in descriptions if you want to read more of them. So obviously I don't have time to read a full article. Unlike mapping the land, we can't measure the landscape of the seafloor directly from satellites using radar because seawater blocks those radio waves. But satellites can use radar to measure the something of the waves very accurately. Oh, the height of the sea stuff very accurately. Yeah, I'm probably reading that wrong. My handwriting is atrocious. Yeah, I know it's confusing. This video is kind of just gonna be basic. But yeah, that's what it is. I guess the sea is very interesting. There's lots of species. You have like the deepest fish, which is like the ethereal sea snail or something. I just learned that today. It's gonna be. I put in a picture, but maybe should I put in a picture? And they're pretty cool looking, but so is everything else. You have the coral reefs. I don't really know much about the coral reefs totally. Probably should have looked that up prior, but I mean, I know everyone basically. If you watched Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, which I think I've watched some of Finding Dory. I've seen Finding Nemo a few times. You know what the coral reef is. You know there's clownfish. You know the Midnight Zone, the piranha, lightfish, and yeah, all like we don't. We're still learning things about oceans. And I know people are also going to notice that I keep looking up. Can't really help that, I guess. Something on the ceiling or anything. Okay, I need to stop doing this. Anyway, so the oceans are very interesting. The way different species live down there. There's many different species, like this one starfish that can withstand a lot of pressure. We have barnacles, you have sharks, you have dolphins, which are technically mammals, not fish. You have like turtles. Everyone save the turtles, which is like the 2018 thing. Turtles live in coral reefs. Wrong with coral, and then you got shrimp. There's this really vicious predator of the Midnight Zone. I think it's the fish from Finding Nemo that they saw in the Midnight Zone. But Finding Nemo is like the basic premises. It's like oceanography and ocean stuff for kids. Very basic things, but that was a cute movie. And it showed that Nemo's dad really loved him. Also, I thought it was really dark that all his siblings and his mother was eaten, and he left him, and he has a lucky fin. Could that be because his egg was possibly damaged in the process of the shark gobbling his mother and his siblings? But in the end, it shows how committed his father was to finding him and how much he loved him, even though Nemo thought he was like overprotective. In the end, he realized like, I haven't seen that movie in a few months, but like, yeah, the basic premises, I really liked it. One of the better Pixar movies. I would find a way to link it, but that would involve too much work. Just kidding. You can probably find it on like Disney Plus, which I don't have, so I don't know. Or Amazon, which I do have, but I don't have Prime. But you can't get everything on Prime. Why am I going off on a tangent about Nemo? Anyways, there's another thing. Included in the scope of undersea exploration are the physical and chemical properties of seawater, and the geological and geophysical features of the Earth's crust, which is also another article I'll link. I know this past 6 minutes have just been me blathering, but I'll have more in-depth videos. And like, yeah, The Twilight Zone, which is not just a TV show, it's like right in between the sunlight and the midnight zone. The sunlight zone has more light. The Twilight Zone has some light. Things in the Twilight Zone can like survive in there, you know. And yeah, being in the if I had to live in the ocean, I'd probably live in the sunlight zone because I'd get light. But if I had to choose between twilight and midnight per se, I'd go with twilight because more light. Yeah. Yeah, you can't last much long in the ocean without oxygen. And you can get like ear infections from pressure. Fish breathe in like through their gills. Again, I'm gonna make a more in-depth video. I'm trying not to make this video too long because last video was way too long, and I looked up again. I keep going off on tangents. Never mind. All right. Okay. So in conclusion, I will make better videos that aren't maybe this long, but I don't probably need videos this long to describe stuff. And if you're wondering what the red marks are on my face, if you would even see them in this not too good lighting scenario, that's just acne scars. It'll go away, I hope. That's a tangent, but I figure that's something people notice. Okay, so you get the basis. I actually need to wrap this up before I go off on some tangent about what turkeys or something, like some random thing, like freaking going off on a tangent about whatever. But so before I go insane, in conclusion, like the ocean is very interesting. There's a lot undiscovered, and I'll make videos about like the different zones of the ocean, species, how they live down there, stuff like that. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and like notifications if you want, and bye.